So good morning students. So today we are going to start our new chapter, that is sectors of Indian economy. So in this chapter we will talk about the different sectors which are contributing in Indian economy, and before we talk about those different sectors, we try to find out what is the meaning of economic activities, the activities which are directly associated with the market, or the activities through which we are contributing in our GDP. GDP means the gross domestic product we are talking about, and the second thing is the national income. So if we are contributing in both of these, it means that entire activity is associated with economic activities. So on the basis of economic activities, we have divided the entire market activities in three sectors, and those are primary sector, secondary sector, and the third one is tertiary sector. So as a nutshell, we will first try to find out what is the meaning of primary sectors. Primary sectors are also known as agriculture and related sectors, because whatever the things we are directly getting from the nature, okay, or whatever the things we are getting by exploiting nature, that things come under primary sector. So secondly, the manufacturing sector, or you can say the secondary sector, the activities by which we are making something, or we are making the final products by using the raw materials. And from where we are getting the raw material? We are getting raw materials from the primary sectors, because it is associated with the nature. So whatever the things we are getting from the primary sector, and ultimately by the industrial processes we are making something different, or we are making the final product, that is known as the entire process of making is the part of secondary sector. And the service providing sector, or you can say tertiary sector, are the sectors which are giving support to both of these sectors, are known as the secondary sector, the tertiary sector, or service providing sectors. Okay, so as a whole, the base sector is known as the primary sector, because directly whatever the different things we are getting from the nature, that is our base sector. So in your book, let us look at these pictures. You will find out the people are engaging in the various economic activities. So economic activities means the activities which are associated with the market, and by which we are contributing in our GDP and in our national income. Those activities are known as economic activities, that you have to keep in your mind. Some of these are the activities producing goods, some other are producing services. So services means the entire economic activities from which we are producing services which comes under tertiary sector, or the other name of tertiary sector is service providing sector. These activities are happening around us every minute, even as we speak. How do we understand these activities? One way of doing this is to group them using some important criterion. These groups are also called as sectors. So on the basis of these economic activities, we have developed different sectors. So what are these three? These three are known as the sectors in which all the economic activities are performing in any nation. Is that clear? So there are many activities that are undertaken by directly using natural resources. Take for example the cultivation of cotton. It growth of the cotton plant, we depend mainly but not entirely on natural factors like rainfall, sunshine, and climate. The product of this activity, cotton, is a natural product. Similarly, in the case of an activity like dairy, we are dependent on the biological process of the animals and the availability of foders, etc. The product here, milk, also is a natural product. Similarly, minerals and ores are also natural products. We will produce a good by exploiting natural resources. It is an activity of primary sector. So that I have already told you, that whatever the things we are getting from the nature, okay, by exploiting nature, whatever the things we are getting, those entire activities are associated with primary sector. Why primary? This is because it forms the base for all the products that we subsequently make. since some of the natural products we get are from agriculture, dairy, fishing, forestry. This sector is also called agriculture and related sectors. So in your examination, maybe it will come like this: so what is the meaning of agriculture and related sector? So both the things are same, the primary sector and the agriculture and related sector, both the things are same. So we are talking about the first sector of Indian economy, and what is that? That is primary sector, the things which are directly associated with the nature, the entire economic activities which are directly associated with the nature, and whatever the things we are getting directly from the nature is the part of primary sector, or you can say agriculture and related sector. Now the second one, the secondary sector, covers activity in which the natural products are changed into other forms through ways of manufacturing that we associated with industrial activity. It is the next step after primary. The product is not produced by nature but has to be made, and therefore some process of manufacturing is essential. This could be in a factory, a workshop, or at home. For example, using cotton fiber from the plant, we spin yarn and weave cloth. Using sugarcane as a raw material, we make sugar or gur. We convert earth into bricks and use bricks to make houses and buildings. Since this sector gradually became associated with the different kinds of industries that come up, it is also called as industrial sector. So that is the second name which is given to the secondary sector, or you can say manufacturing sector. So entire things are same, like secondary sector, manufacturing sector, or the industrial sectors, because whatever the things which we are getting in that as a raw material, we are directly getting those things from the primary sector, and we are making a finished good. Okay, the final good, we can see, we have already talked about the intermediary goods and the final good. Okay, the goods which are usable by the consumers are known as the final goods, or the goods which are sold in the markets are known as final goods. And whatever the different things which we are using, or whatever the different other products which we are using in the process of making that, and that final good is known as intermediary good. So that is the difference between intermediary good and final good, that you have to keep in your mind, because maybe in your exam that question will come, that what is the difference between intermediary and final good. So that is very important question. Okay, so always keep this thing in your mind. After primary and secondary, there is a third category of activity that falls under territory sector and is different from the above two. These are activities that help in the development of the primary and the secondary sectors. These activities by themselves do not produce a good, but they are an aid. Means here the meaning of aid is help, okay, or a support for the production process. For example, goods that are produced in the primary and secondary sectors would need to be transported by trucks or trains and then sold in the wholesale and retail shops. At times it may be necessary to store these in the godowns. We also may need to talk to others over telephones, or send letters, or borrow money from banks to produce production and trade. Transport, storage, communication, banking, trade are the some examples of the territory activities, since these activities generate services rather than goods. That is very important thing, and that you have to keep in your mind, that in territory sector we are not making any good or goods, we are only providing sector services. That is very important, because whatever the aid the primary and the secondary sectors are getting, those aids they are getting directly from the service sector, which is very important. Because in service sector they are not making, in this sector we are not making anything, any product, or we are not making any final product, we are only giving services. Okay, so these are the good examples. Like banking, in banking what they are not making anything, they are not making or giving any product to you, they are only giving services on your money. Okay, so These are the three sectors which we have studied today. In our next video we will further continue this chapter. So thank you for all. Thank you for today. Thank you.